We are just moments away from getting our hands on that Premier League trophy. Today, we head away to Stamford Bridge. We only need 1 point from our remaining 5 fixtures to get our hands on the trophy. So, regardless, it's happening today. By hook or by crook, it is happening today. I might show you 2 minutes of the Chelsea game if it doesn't happen in that game, but it'll happen. But there's 5 games remaining. We have to get 1 point. Anyway, there's a few games to catch up on. We'll get to that in just a second. Before we do though, make sure you leave us that like down below. Subscribe if you're new. Comment what you think of the series, the tactics, the everything. Mostly because this is the end of the series. This is the last episode. It's been fun. I've enjoyed getting back into a series that I've actually enjoyed going all the way through, and obviously the Newcastle one started positively in my eyes anyway, and then soon dipped to the point where we got sacked. Not ideal. Let me know what you would like to see next, what you think we could improve with the highlights that we do, with the presentation. If you don't like this thing here that has my logo thingo on it, if you don't like it, tell me. I mean, there's nothing behind it. You're not missing anything. It's some other books, and you'd probably see part of my desk. It's a boring desk. Don't even know what to call the color that it is. It's like fake wood, you know what I mean? Anyway, I've gotten off track already. Yeah, let me know what you'd like to see next, team you'd like to see, if you want to see rebuilds on FIFA, EAFC, on Football Manager, if you want to see just who to sign for whatever team, that sort of thing, let me know what you want to see, and we'll try to make it happen, Captain. Anyway, let's get into these, because there's about 7 games to catch you up on, or something like that. I don't know. Let's do it for one last time. Speaking of for the last time, we are simulating, of course, the FA Cup. We've done so all 3 seasons. FA Cup, League Cup, just simulating. This time it is against Rotherham, in the quarterfinals, and we lose. We actually lose in the quarterfinals to Rotherham. They go through to a semi-final against someone, I can't remember who, and they lost it. So we gave up a good shot at, firstly, 1 trip to Wembley, ruined that. And then a trip to the final we could have got, I don't know. Anyway, alas. Next up was Norwich, where it's just a fairly simple move, isn't it? We play Loriente through on the left-hand side. He smashes it across the keeper. We get the job done. Nice 3 points there before we hosted Bournemouth, and there was nothing to show you. So, yeah, not a whole lot to talk about there, but it was a point. We take a point. That is not too bad. We need them. So, we take a point where we can get it. We then get all 3 points away at Turf Moor against Burnley. Boring goal. Brian Mbeumo goes through, and I've spoken about this before. If the highlight doesn't start with your right winger, and you shoot with your right winger, it'll call it offside. So I had to pass it, and that is the... I don't like to score those kinds of goals, but that is the reason. Because if I hadn't have done that, and I just shot with Mbeumo, it says it's offside, and we get another 0-0 that I don't show you or tell you. Anyway, it's a boring goal, lays it across to Loriente, taps into a goal. A couple of big goals there for Loriente. And that led us on to our Champions League quarterfinal, and yes, we just lost a quarterfinal against Rotherham in the FA Cup that we simulated. And yes, we're heading away to the Bernabeu to play Real Madrid in the Champions League with this one. But I'm still simulating because, I thought it'd be a bit unrealistic if we just smashed through the Premier League like we are, and also smash through the Champions League if I'm playing every game, apparently. So I simulated, and away at the Bernabeu, we get a 2-1 victory. I don't understand. I'm sure I played a fairly rotated team. I didn't play, even if I did play our best team. What are we doing beating Real Madrid at the Bernabeu? It doesn't make any sense. Just 3 games to go, and the first one was hosting Crystal Palace, where we get a nice 1-0 win. This is one of those good goals from these highlights that you do where they're attacking, you win the ball, and it says counter-attack, go. And we take it down the other end. I think it's Maatson plays it into Folarin Balogun, and good little feet. He the first touch he's turning, but then before he's even taken his next step with his right foot, knocks it out in front of himself, which gives him that little bit of room to fire it back across the keeper and give us A 1-0 win, again, not many goals, which is just the way of the highlights. So if that's something you think could be better for next series or you know, whatever it might be, let me know. The only thing is, I know it would be better if I actually played every single game, but I can't. That's just not a reasonable thing with time, you know, unless you wanted one video every couple of weeks. You know, at this stage, we're doing pretty well at doing 2 per week. I know there's some where we miss it, but it's usually if I'm sick or, you know, something's actually come up or something. I don't know, you know, that's what it usually is. So if you want one video every 2 weeks, we can do that. Anyway, next up was Real Madrid again, this time at home. This time we simulate it. This time at 90 minutes, we're down 1-0, meaning it goes to extra time and we get a winner through Ryan Shirky. We're through to a Champions League semi-final. I'll go through in just a tick who it's about, who it's against rather. Lastly was Manchester City. We played them. If we had won, I think that means we had won the league away at Manchester City, which would have been pretty sweet. Bittersweet for me, as you can probably guess with that. And also, this jersey is a number 4 Josko Gvardiol jersey. I'm not going to turn around and show you, but it's Josko Gvardiol. He's the boy. Yeah, it would have hurt, but also been sweet. But we didn't. It was 0-0, and I have nothing to show you from it. So that's that. Though, what I do have to show you is the league table. We are first, 78 points with 5 games to play. We have a 15-point lead over 3 teams somehow. So City in second, Liverpool in third, and Newcastle in fourth, all on 63 points, 15 points behind us. Look, goal difference wouldn't be a problem. We're ahead by 10, or shouldn't. But if we do lose all 5, maybe it does become a problem. I don't know. But I doubt that is what's going to happen somehow. I guess you can see by the league table what I mean about the highlights being a little bit skewed. Maybe we should only play some games as highlights, some games simulated. I don't know, because we've only conceded 7 goals in 33 games, which we've been good and we've made improvements. Our players are getting better. Gertrude is up to 88 overall. We're not that good, though, are we? Really? Though we are winning the Premier League, probably. We're also in the Champions League final against Aston Villa, which, well damn done, Unai Emery. Firstly, well done on finishing 4th this season, getting Champions League for next season. We'll do that ratings video shortly, and I imagine Unai and his men are getting a pretty good rating. If in 3 years' time they're in a semi-final against Brentford, I'll be very surprised, but mostly for the Brentford side, not for Aston Villa. The trajectory they're on, who knows. The other semi-final is Tottenham versus Manchester City, so it's an all-English affair. Could be Brentford in the final, but what we'll do is, depending on how this game goes, if we lose to Chelsea, we probably play another game and see what happens. If we get a point or beat Chelsea, we win the Premier League, and then in the sort of wrap-up at the end, I'll simulate through the rest of the season just to see what happens and see where Brentford ended up under Vincenzo Italiano. Let's see, hopefully, for the last time, the lineup. I'm pointing that way because that's where my TV is, obviously, because you guys know that, because I play like that. Anyway, let's do it. Unfortunately, the proximity of the fixture against Manchester City means that we have had to do quite a rotated 11, and there's still some tired legs out there. Though, we do have all the big guns on the bench, so I don't think we'll be in too much trouble, hopefully. The lineup, though, is Trubin in goals, back 4 of Aarons, Collins, Kelly and Henry. Midfield pairing of Jensen and Guendouzi on the right, and Burmo left, Mitoma. Number 10 is Shirky in behind Chris Ramos. Not actually sure if we've seen a actual 90 minutes from Chris Ramos in a video. I think they've all been highlights packages, and we've played Tony or Balogun or, I don't know, someone else. Anyway, let's go to Stamford Bridge, a ground I've actually been to. One of 3 I've actually been to. And let's get at least a point. Hopefully 3 though. Here we go, we're underway. Away at Stamford Bridge. I'm nervous about the rotated team. We still, we still have the maybe, oh god, Fofana is through already. Oh, over the bar. Don't know who that was coming in to close him down, but he didn't try to actually close him down. He didn't come close to him. If there was a player to score the goal, our Aguero moment, it's got to be Mbeumo, right? I guess for like long-standing players, it's got to be Mbeumo or Jensen, really. Here's Shirky looking for Chris Ramos. Looked for Mbeumo, but the angle wasn't quite there, and Karnaseki clears that one long. Good header one there by Madueke. Does Madueke wear number 45? Is that Lavia? I don't know. Here's Mitoma. Another similar to Max Aaron's, where it's like a signing that it never really makes an impact. Maybe today. Maybe today's the day. Here's Ibanez playing. I don't know who Ibanez is. Madueke tries to take on Rico Henry. Can't get the better of him. And we get it across to Collins. I don't want to talk about it. We should have got that out to Aaron's, but it didn't. And that's it. Oh, how? We make the tackle, but he's the one that runs onto the ball. It doesn't make sense, man. All right. Finally, we win the ball. Permo to Jensen. Jensen waits, just perfect timing on the pass. Laporte can't tackle Mbeumo. Shirky has a go. Not good enough, though. Deflected, or blocked, I guess. Guendouzi to Shirky. Tries to foul? Excuse me? Someone's just absolutely uprooted Chris Ramos and his whole family. And it's just fine. Fofana loses it to Jensen. Didn't really have a pass on, did he? Guendouzi nearly closing him down there. I'd really like to win the ball high up, but it's just not happening so far. Collins, I mean, not bad though, right? There's a good bit of space for Shirky. I've been sort of not surprised by Shirky. I mean, it was going to be negative, so I guess that's on brand. Just lack of anything. Like, he's not really progressed that much. He's gone up 3 overall in the couple of seasons, and I don't know, 3 or 4 maybe. I don't know. But I don't think he's as agile as I'd hoped he'd be. Able to take the ball in those areas, turn and take people on and all that. But really, I wanted an Nkunku. But that wasn't going to happen, was it? Or over the top by Jensen for Mbeumo. Go on. There it is. There's our boy getting the goal that may win us the Premier League. Brian Mbeumo, get in. Lots of little lobbed through balls today. I don't know why that's the vibe. It's not usually the vibe. I don't know if you've watched every other video, but that's not how it usually happens. But today, just working. Nice little lobbed ball from Jensen to Mbeumo. Takes a touch onto his better left foot. With Laporte and Ibanez coming in. Strange pairing, but sure. Gets the job done. And we are really... Chelsea need to score 2 to stop us from winning the league today now. And passes like that might help. And tackling like that might help. Oh, I thought that was gonna be fine. So it was 2 fouls on the trot. Mbeumo can come back a bit. Shirky on Fernandez and Mbeumo with a bad attempt at a tackle. Where is Chelsea's actual back line? Where are Chelsea's actual defender? Who's at right back? I can't remember who's their right back. Oh, Nkunku in the box. Oh, Collins. Okay, well, there's the first of those 2 I was talking about. It's Nkunku. It's our fault. It's our fault. This guy. Collins just went flying in, absolutely nowhere near the ball, because I was panicking, really, and Trubin can't get close to the save. Nkunku gets 1-0. I was thinking about other stuff. It's not gone well. Yeah, their backline is, I'm assuming Miguel Gutierrez, someone named Ibanez, I think Roger Ibanez, is that someone? I don't really know a good Ibanez at the moment. Aymeric Laporte is then at the other centre-back. How does Collins not win the ball? Tackle him. Even though you saw the ball go over the touchline because of Max Aaron's tackle, they'll get a free kick for that. Here's Gutierrez, though. Again, unable to tackle him. And then just magically gets his body between the player and the ball. Alright, I'm going to get annoyed shortly. Who's their right back? Nkunku leaves it, but then gets it back absolutely inexplicably. And Burmo, come on, son. Come on, son. How does he not... how does that player... Ibanez, I think it was. How does he not make contact there? I don't understand. Jensen tries to overlap. Doesn't work. And of course they find a perfect pass out. And Burmo's gone into the centre after losing the ball. We've left Raheem Sterling completely open here. Is that Raheem Sterling or is that Nkunku? It's Raheem. Who's chipped it. He's done an Mbappe from last video. Doesn't matter. We're good. Who's their right back? I need to know now. White. Ben White? Oh, that's a good ball. Ramos. It should be 2-1. It should be 2-1. Oh, we get a corner. It's Mbermo still towards Ramos. Good header. Straight at the keeper, but we'll take another corner as we approach half-time here. I'll switch it to an in-swinger. I just prefer them. We'll go with Jensen, sure. Swing it in again towards Ramos. Doesn't get it. Does not get it. And Fernandez is the furthest forward player for Chelsea. And why it wouldn't be Sterling or Nkunku or... I mean, Fofana you probably want in the box, I guess, out of those three. Track the run. It's not rocket science. Gee, but... Okay, tracks that one, but doesn't win the ball. Oh my god, they've actually gone and scored the 2 goals. Oh my god. Just keep hold of the ball. Mitoma won the ball, but then just runs into Nkunku, and no one wants to try and mark. Oh my god, how is this happening? Right, whatever. There's half time. We have half a game to score a goal, whatever. Just getting so pissed off with defending in this game, because your players don't mark properly. They just don't. And I know that there are ways that you can, use the second defender to do this and this. It's not helpful at all. Compared to the way that their players defend, it's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Mitoma, see, your player is not making that challenge. Your player tries to make that challenge with the foul. Guendouzi just ran away from Nkunku as they're trying to play out. Makes no sense. Good tackle eventually by Lloyd Kelly. Of course the pass is underhit and shocking. Madueke into Nkunku. Lloyd Kelly steps up again to try and make the challenge. Eventually does win it. Lloyd Kelly, player of the season. Oh, and the pass is terrible. How is the pass terrible again? God almighty. Get the ball. That was a red cardable challenge. That was really bad, wasn't it? But the touch from Sterling there is absolutely insane. The fact that that's a red card. It should be a card at least. No, I don't bring Loriente up front. Why would I want to do that? Yeah, finds their player perfectly, and no one. Why would anybody go with Enzo Fernandez there? Why would anybody stay with Fofana in the box? That would be ridiculous. Why would any of your centre-backs want to mark their striker when he's alone in the box? That's crazy. Gah. Why would you even think such a thing? Shirky looks for Mbermo, finds him, who can find Ramos. But Ramos, all he can do is just thump a pass into their centre-backs. And they can find a perfect way out. None of your players can track or mark anyone. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't know how they didn't score there, but The defending, it's so bad. There's so much wrong with this god dang video game. Ramos, run into the box, you absolute pill. I don't care. That could be the goal that wins us the goddamn Premier League, and all I can say is I don't care, because I'm just pissed off at how terrible, like, attempting to defend in this game is. Because all you've got is a B button and an X button. That's it. Yes, you can press the second defender, but it won't do anything. They'll just run sort of close to them. Matoma crosses it to Ramos. He hits a terrible volley straight at the keeper. It happens to go through his legs. Not that you could see it because the replay is terrible. All right, let's reassess. They've brought on Vitinha for Madueke. And Kunku back. But what a strange lineup they've got. Why did Guendouzi stop there? Of course Fofana beats him in the air. Of course he does. Of course he does. Sterling against Max Aarons, and again, the tackling. I got the ball in a tackle. You press the B button to get a tackle and win the ball. You do it, and the ball somehow finds its way back to them. Good-headed clearance by Jensen. But none of your players... Of course it's not going to go anywhere near any of your players. That would be absolutely insane. I've nearly thrown it into us, but your player can't just stick his god-dang head out. And Burmo finds Ramos on a counter here. Cuts inside. I don't know. I want to be excited. I really do. I want to be excited by that. The fact that we're winning the Premier League now. Because again, Chelsea needs 2 goals now. He's done a great little, body feint. Why is Shirky just sprinted on past him? I didn't press a button to do that. He's just sprinted on past him, played decoy. This isn't NBA. You don't need to run plays. You don't need to run interference. This isn't, I don't know, the NFL? I don't know. What do you run interference in? I don't know. It's now 3-2 though. That's what I do know. And with 20 minutes to go, we're getting closer to a Premier League title, which is great, to be playing on Legendary, able to get some of the results we have done, playing the games and playing the highlights. As Matoma wins the ball high up, why did Ramos run towards him then? Nah, no words. No words. Life's great. I really enjoy this. I'm just getting home and playing a little bit of EAFC. So excited. Good ball from Rico Henry. Life's great. Matoma. Great run. Great work. Great tackling by Ibanez. This is great. We are seeing some absolute Premier League greats. Some Premier League greats right here. This is what it's all about, mate. This is what it's all about. Burmo finds Max Aarons. Finds Shirky on the Why is that gone in? I should be so much happier than I am. Why is that gone in? I'm just annoyed now at this is the video game that we play. Get in there. Alright, Max Aarons with a little dinked cross for Ray and Shirky. It's a nice volley. It's, down and hard to save because it's, off the ground. It's bouncing. The keeper. I don't know why the keeper's done what he's done to try and save it. It is very strange, but we do get a fourth. We're up 4-2 with 10 minutes to play. In theory, that's at least a yellow. Ben White, you prick. Go home and watch some football, why don't you? Yeah. Take that. Lloyd Kelly, we'll just lob that. I don't care. Those free kicks from there are so... it's pointless. You're just lobbing into a general area and hoping. Which I guess is fairly, that is what teams do. Shirky again. To Mbermo from range. That would have been a good way to end the series. Yeah, let's give Jensen his curtain call. Matthias Jensen, I'm sure has been there. Is it Matthias? What's his name? Yeah, Matthias, I think. Mattias. I don't know. I'm sure he was there in the championship with them. He's come up. He's stuck around. One of the few that has stuck around all 3 seasons, and there. I suppose I should have applauded as he went off, but at the same time, who cares? I'm grumpy. So, anyway, Rico Henry wins a header. Vitinha to Fofana. Back to Laporte. So as you could say, our lineup's very weird for Brentford, isn't it? As much as theirs is. Gutierrez running forward now. Playing in Daniel Marlin, who does make sense that he's much quicker than Max Aarons. A tiring Max Aarons. Oh, back to Fofana on the edge of the box. Big block by Lloyd Kelly. Looks like it's going out for a corner, but Vitinha saves it. Back to Sterling, to Vitinha. Tackled by Rico Henry. Ramos gets it. Oh, well, we should have had it. Collins has just gone flying in. Oh, they've ruined it. they've absolutely ruined the great chance we presented them with. Whatever. We are moments away from winning the Premier League. We might even, at the end of this, go on to somehow win a Premier League and a Champions League. So I'll just whatever. We'll just clear it. We're in the dying embers of a Premier League season that is going to finish with Brentford winning the Premier League. Hopefully it does the trophy presentation, because as we've been discussing, this game isn't always perfect. Yeah, bring Cole Palmer on with negative seconds to go. Yeah, good. Lob this one in here. Enzo, jump way too early, that's fine. Collins clears. And Burmo gets his head on it. He gets the last touch. Do we get a trophy celebration? Surely. This'll be it. The crowd's celebrating. Max Aarons is undeservedly celebrating. Probably hasn't even played the 5 fixtures that you need to get the Premier League trophy, or the medal, I should say. But we've done it. Here, I think, will be a trophy lift. You can see the players are proper rejoicing. Just lots of happiness there. Trubin by himself, but that's fine. Anatoly, come in, mate. Just standing over the back there. Yeah, he's just by himself. Little lonely lad. That's fine. Have I miscalculated, and there's absolutely no point in that whole thing that I've just recorded? Because, no, we've got 4 games to play. So Liverpool could get 12 more points, which would put them on 76. I suppose Manchester City can get 15 more, which would put them on 78. So we've just won the Premier League and it's not shown us anything. Alright, I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. I'll be back to you in just a tick. So in the Premier League, we end up with 88 points. We win the league by 12 points. It's done. That's what it is. We won the Premier League. As for the Champions League, it didn't go to plan. We managed to lose the semi-final to Aston Villa 3-2. We've got to see what happens in the final, don't we? Because Aston Villa's made it to the Champions League final in the 3rd season. It's almost more impressive than our Premier League win. We also haven't had any cutscene, anything. Nothing's happened. Whatever. Here we go. All right. I've just been clicking through, and we've just passed the date of the what's it called? The Champions League final. Don't know what's happened yet, but I do know that we are champions, and here is our trophy celebration. There you have it. We've won the Premier League. Thank you very, very much for watching the whole series. If you made it this far, if you watched every video, thank you very, very much. If this is your first one, thank you very much for watching just this one. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate whatever. You'll also notice I got rid of the thing. Just testing it out. You can't even see anything. You can see a box of something. Don't know. Anyway, that'll do us. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave us a like, subscribe if you're new, comment what you think of the video, the season, the winning the Premier League, everything, anything. Let me know what you think and what we should do next, I guess. So for the last time in charge of Brentford, I'm gonna wait. I'll play out the rest of the scene after this. Just stick around for it. If you want to see the trophy, the whatever it is that happens in this cutscene, stick around. But otherwise, I'm out. So cheers, peace. Oh, and City won the Champions League, so I guess as a City fan, that's a pretty good place to end it, I guess. Yeah. Cheers.
Bye, have a great time.